I really want you to start learning your Latin and Greek roots. It's very important for you to understand the English language. Now, this one is mostly in the Greek language, and it says meter. Now, if you're having a hard time saying ture, then I want you to say der. And it's so much better for you to say der than it is to say chur. You don't want to say meter. No, meter, meter, meter. Now, meter means to measure, and this is Greek, and sometimes you can say that it is Latin depending on where it falls, but we're going to say it's Greek. And then graph, and how we know that graph is Greek is that it has a PH right here. This is a Greek word, and it means to write or record. So please learn how to spell these, how to say them, and understand the definition. Now this rupt is a Latin root. And how we know that is because it ends in a PT. So if you see Latin, anything that ends in a CT or a PT, you know it's Latin. Now there's lots of other words that will be Latin that won't do that. But that is one thing that will help you identify that this is Latin. Rupt, rupt, that's how you say it. Rupt, rupt means to break. Now verse, it says verse, verse, verse. This means to turn around, to turn or around. You could almost do it like this. To turn around. Make sure that you are studying these Latin roots and Greek words. It's really important that you understand when you're learning the English language what a noun is. Now, a noun falls in the subject position of a sentence. And so we're going to talk about proper nouns and common nouns. Proper nouns are very special things, people. It's naming what they are. So for instance, Daniel is the name of my son. And so it needs to be capitalized. Proper means it's a special place or something that matters. It's that particular thing or place. Salem is a town. Costco is a place, it's a store. Now this is a person and these two are places. Now nouns, they are people, person, place, or things. Person, place, or thing, and they are ideas, which is much harder to figure out what a noun is. But if you can feel it, if it's solid, if you can be in it, then you know it is a noun. But proper nouns are special places. Now common nouns are, see how common noun is boy. It's any boy. We don't know what particular boy it is. Salem is this city. It could be any city when you just use the word city. City, city, boy, city, city. Costco is a store. Costco is a store. These are common nouns. They do not need to be capitalized unless they start a sentence. See how these are capitalized because they're special places or people. And these are not capitalized. So remember, with it being a noun, you need to understand what a noun is. Right off the bat, when you're trying to structure a sentence, you have to understand what a noun is. Now, here's a noun. Daniel is a noun. It's proper. City is a noun. It's a common noun. Costco is a proper noun. Boy is a common noun. Store is a common noun. Salem is a proper noun. Now let's go in and talk about these sentences. Now, Daniel learns letters. This is a very basic sentence. Now this sits us in the simple present tense, and it's very important that you understand simple present tense because it tells you what your verb is doing. Now when you hear this, this is talking about the verb, but you need to understand how your verb works with your subject. Now your subjects are always nouns or pronouns. And so you have to make sure that your subject, which is your noun or pronoun, matches your verb. Now, this simple present tense is the simplest of sentences. And this right here, this Daniel is third person simple present. So that means the basic word is learn. Learn. Daniel learns letters. But this is what's so confusing. Daniel is singular. Learns is singular. Even though it has this S on the end, that's what's going to be really confusing. When you say it's plural, I would say think about it going on the noun for plural for right now. The verb will confuse you. The S on the end of verbs is very confusing. This is your noun, this is your verb. Noun, verb. Now, the verb is doing something. It's the did. And you need to make sure that you're understanding the difference. Noun is, you could, look, I'm a noun. Paul is a noun. Daniel is a noun. Where physically we can touch. It's a place, you can be in it. This kitchen is a noun. I'm in the kitchen. And the table, this eraser is a noun. It's physical. I can touch this. But when it doesn't have any other verbs here, it's sitting all by itself, you know it's the simple present tense. Simple present. This is the very most basic. Daniel learns letters. When it's in third person, and we're going to go over third person, this is third person, you need the S. If it's singular, this one means singular, two or more is plural. This is singular, so when you have the S on something like this, that means this is singular. Even though it looks like it's plural, it's not. Singular takes the singular verb in third person. Boy eats fruit. See, now this is a proper noun, and see how boy is a common noun. Here we know it's Daniel that's learning. Here we don't know which boy it is, right? We don't know which boy is doing the eating. So this is a common noun. Boy eats fruit. Singular takes the singular verb. Even though this does not look singular, it is singular. So think of it as, if you want the plural to be, if I put an S on the boys, this would change to eat. Boys eat fruit. If I put an S on Daniel, that means more than one Daniel learn, and then we'd have to take the S off. Daniels learn letters. That would make that plural. Have a lot of boys. So let's put our S back on, because this is singular, takes the singular verb. Boy eats fruit. But your very most basic word is eat. Simple present tense. Simple present tense. Third person. Third person, if it's in the simple present tense, you put the S on here. How do we know it's simple present? Well, it's the only word there. It doesn't have any helping verbs, any other verbs that's helping it right here. It's all by itself. Now, Salem invited everyone to their celebration. That is a city. And look, this is your subject and this is your verb. Salem invited. Salem invited. So this means this is Salem invited. Now this means this is the subject and this is the verb. This is the noun and this is the verb. Now all of our nouns fit in the subject position in a sentence. Now there will be lots of nouns that sit in different positions in a sentence, but no matter what, you need to know that the subject position of a sentence is a noun. Salem invited everyone to their celebration. Now look at this. This is called a preposition. To is a preposition. And then this is a prepositional phrase. And you are going to see these in thousands of sentences. They are the workhorse of our language. And then this whole thing is a prepositional phrase. Okay? And now, this right here is sitting in the simple past. How do we know that this is the past? When you see an ED on it, you know it is in the past. Now, you're going to have irregular verbs in the past, irregular past tense verbs, and we're not going to go over that in this lesson. Right now, we're going to say it's the ED, so you can get that down pretty solid. Anything ED. Now, invite would be your simple present. But once you put the ED on there, it is the simple past. Now, cities welcomed everyone to shop. Now look, cities, that's your subject, that's your noun. That is your noun. Welcomed, here is your verb. What did they do? They welcomed everybody. The cities welcomed everyone to shop. Now, simple past, look, it has an ED, so we know it's in the past. Simple past, it does not have an auxiliary verb. It does not have a helping verb right here. So we know it's the simple past. Now, right here, this to shop, this is a little bit confusing. This one right here is an infinitive. To shop is an infinitive. This to is a preposition. And we'll go over that. Don't get super confused. Costco will open. Now this word will is saying I'm in the future, and you're going to use this just to speak all of the time. This is a sentence that people will use commonly. Costco will open tomorrow. Costco will, you know. So you just need to make sure that you're understanding. And these are actual words that we use probably almost every day because I live by Costco. Costco will open. Now look, will open is your verb and Costco is your subject, which is your noun. Costco is your subject, which is the noun. This is the simple future. What tells us it's future is the word will. You need to remember that will puts you in the future. Store will close. Store is your common noun. Costco is your proper noun. It could be any store. Subject, and then this is a noun. Will close puts you in the simple future. See how we have just the word will And then we have your very most basic word, your simple present. So when you have the word will in front, with your very most basic word, which is the simple present, it puts you in the simple future. Also, something that you really need to learn right off the bat when you're learning English are your pronouns. These are called personal pronouns. Personal pronouns. Personal pronouns. Now, also, you need to understand what person means. First person, second person, third person. You need to understand what that means when you are writing sentences. Now, first person, you are going to have personal pronouns. Well, you're going to have them in third person. You're going to have them in all of your persons. You just need to know where they fit in each person. First person is I and we. That's where that fits. First person, that means I. First person is I, right here. Second person is you. You in the camera, right there. You. Now, third person is people over there that you're talking about. He, she, it, and they. And then what else fits in third person is like Lisa, Daniel, Paul, kitchen, what we're in, the tree. That anything that you can physically touch will be in third person. Now make sure that you are memorizing. First person, I and we. Second person, you. Third person, he, she, it, and they. They is plural. Singular. You is plural and singular. I is singular. We is plural. I, me right here, singular. We is plural. I, singular. We, plural. That means more than one. Okay, now, so something that you need to work on. The ture is really hard to say if you're not a native English speaker. So what typically happens is you want to say ture, and that is this T-U-R-E, but you need to say ture. See here the difference. Ture, ture. Ture, ture. Letter, future. See the difference? Letter, future. If you cannot get ture down and you're saying chur for tur, it is much better that you say dur. Dur is a lot easier to say than tur. So, letter. And your tongue thrust, your tongue actually has about the same motion when you say dur and tur. You just soften it when you want to say the t sound. T, tur. Do not say chur for tur. Do not say it. People will not be able to understand you in the English language. Don't say chur for tur. They won't know what you're talking about. They'll be completely confused. If you cannot say tur, say dur. They will at least understand you if you say dur over chur. So T-U-R-E says chur. And oftentimes in the English language, if you see a T-U and it's followed by like a vowel or R-E or something like that, it's going to say ch, ch. Or it's going to say chew, something like that. It just depends on what follows right here. But here, T-E-R says tur, chur, tur, chur, t, per, chur. Okay, good luck with it and practice these. I know it's hard, but practice this. See if somebody will listen to it for you to see if you are actually saying it correctly. See if somebody will listen to you. If not, practice dir, 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 and then move to tur, because your tongue thrust is the same. Okay, good luck.